Hi everyone, my name's Omar.
And my name is Lorraine, and welcome to a brand new Insights podcast.
This podcast will help creatives like yourself figure out what university is all about.
We'll be chatting about all things from picking the correct degree for you, utilising that 27 grand and finding that creative confidence.
I was recorded, I swear.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Hi guys, welcome to the first episode.
First episode, indeed. My name, well, you've already heard it, but my name is Omar.
Yeah, and I'm Lorraine.
So we're here. We're excited to kind of introduce this new podcast. Just to do with just giving some advice, talking about our experiences. But before we do all of that, I think it's really good for us to kind of introduce ourselves and what we do, what we've been doing. Who wants to go first?
Who wants to go first? Me.
All right, you go first.
So I guess a bit about me.
Yeah. So Lorraine, how, when, and why?
How,
Yeah.
when, why?
Yeah.
How.
Or maybe you can flip the order if you want.
How, when, why?
Or why, when, how?
I'm going to start with who.
Okay, who?
I am a creative direction student. I'm currently in third year, taking a break. But yeah, we're in third year. I forgot the rest of the order.
No, okay.
How, I, went, who, what. I don't know.
Yeah.
What.
Yeah.
I do a bunch of different things. I intern. I'm currently pursuing my own personal projects, which is directing music videos. And I'm on my degree.
What is your degree?
My degree. So it's a bunch of different things, but in a nutshell, everyone's always like, what is creative direction?
Yeah.
It is making a brand better.
Okay. Right. Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. So a brand or a project.
Yeah.
Right.
So we would get like different, it could be a person, it could be a brand, it could be an establishment. We basically find a problem and try and introduce ways to make it better, which is basically practice for whatever industry you decide to go into. It's always about, like, I guess, elevating the previous project. So it could be taking a fashion designer and being like, oh, what's going on with this fashion designer? Their store's a bit rubbish.
Yeah.
Like, how do you make it better?
Yeah.
What would you do? What would their audience want? So it's always about different things, but it's a combination of like styling, fashion promotion, marketing meshed into one, which there you have creative direction, which is basically like the overall like look of
the course.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So right now you're in your third year.
Yeah.
You're in your third year. You're
the big year 3.
You're the big year 3. You're taking a little gap, taking a little break.
I needed to.
You needed to. It's getting a bit, it's been getting a bit hectic. But we've been in a weird time with COVID. So, yeah, I don't blame you. And also, so how did you find creative?
How did I find the course? Or how did I find the...
Well, yeah, how did you find the course?
Yeah. Do you know what? My journey, so just to backpedal a bit, it's been somewhat of a roller coaster. I've been a very indecisive student, but for the right reason. So just before uni, I did a foundation, which we get into a couple episodes down in. But before my foundation, I did A-levels, and I was adamant I was going to be a fashion designer. I was like, I'm going to be a fashion designer. I'm going to be like Stella McCartney, like woo, like I'm going to have my own whatever. And I guess like when you experience more things, you realise that you like other things more than one.
Yeah.
And then I guess through like showcasing your skill, you realise that you're better at other things more than one. So I did like textiles and art and photography and fashion promotion, and realised I'm just really bad at sewing. I can't sew, I can't tack, I can't whatever.
So you changed.
Yeah, so I chopped and changed, and now I'm on my course, which it has all the elements that I enjoy, which is styling, photography, sort of an element of filmmaking.
Yeah.
We just don't make clothes, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So I guess I found that course through like talking to people, talking to the universities I wanted to go to, and also just looking at people that were already established, doing the jobs like, like people like goals. I was like, oh, Virgil, I want to do that. No, I'm joking. I was looking at like Kim Jones, who was like the creative director of like Fendi or whatever, and I was like, I want that job. How do I do that?
I like it. Yeah.
So that's kind of like helped me navigate and decide what I wanted to do. But it has been a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
But overall, it's been okay.
It's been good.
It's been all right. Like where I am right now, I feel pretty calm, collected, comfortable.
You feel good. That's good. That's good. Definitely. Again, times a little bit weird right now because of COVID. So studying either online or studying from home. Which gets a little bit. Sometimes it could get a little bit overwhelming as well because you're not in the environment to study.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's.
But do you know what? I'm gonna throw it to you.
No, I don't want it.
I'm throwing it to you, Omar. I want to know about your journey.
My journey. So right now,
your history with education.
So right now, I'm a freelance artist, illustrator. I've kind of dropped the graphic design. I was in graphic design, but I don't enjoy graphic design anymore. I don't enjoy it anymore. So that's me right now. I also work with UAL in LCC, which is London College of Communication. That's one branch of UAL, and on occasions at Camberwell Art College. So that's what I'm up to now. But before then, I studied. Obviously, I had to study because my parents would have punished me if I didn't. No, joking. But no, I was studying. So I have an interesting journey as well. I went into university a while back. My first experience, which was in film. Back then it was called media practice. It was a foundation degree, 2-year course, and I could have topped it out with a BA with an extra course, which would have been 3 years. Actually, before that as well, I did a foundation diploma, which was really helpful for me. Then a couple of years after my first uni journey, I went back into university again and did illustration and visual media.
Which is what you prefer now?
Yeah. Well, it's weird. I still take elements from film and kind of use it in the stuff that I'm doing now and the stuff that I did during my second university course, which was illustration and visual media. So, but no, I've always enjoyed illustration. I've always enjoyed making art, being a visual like designer and stuff like that. But yeah, the reason why I went back to study again was that I felt like as though I needed something to I felt like there was something like there was a box to unlock.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to unlock it. And I could feel the ideas inside there, and I was like, I don't know what to do.
You needed like a guide.
Yeah, I needed like a guide, and I felt like university would have been a great way to open it up because of my first experience. My first experience was so good that I felt like I needed this, and that's where I want to go, And it did. It helped me. It helped me a lot. So I finished my course in 2019, and then COVID hit. Messed up the whole world, and I keep on talking about COVID, but like so now I'm in this position where I'm freelancing, but I'm also trying to make my brand and trying to go crazy.
Yeah,
just go nuts.
And where do you want to take your brand? Like, what have you got planned?
I want to take it to space.
You want to go crazy?
I want to go crazy. I told you. No. I want to be because I have like a international sort of way of living. I have family abroad. They're from South America, and I want to like show the Western world like stories of South America, and not just stories from South America, stories from like non-Western societies, like from Africa or Asia. You know, there's and collaborate with artists, amazing artists, and just kind of participate in. And participate in the culture, the art culture, you know.
So I guess I personally want to know this as well, but for anyone listening, when you say that, what element of illustration is that? Like, how do you bring that in an art form, like narrating your culture background? Like, if you could describe the kind of work that you create.
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know. It's weird. It's during my course, I tried to get into comic books, and I didn't enjoy it. Believe it or not, I was like, well, I don't like this. But what I really love doing is making like one piece of work that could tell a whole story.
Yeah.
And then now I've been getting into like doing murals on walls.
Oh, I love murals.
Yeah, so like stuff like that.
Like the ones like down like Shoreditch. I like those ones.
Yeah. So it's been an interesting journey in terms of how to depict a narrative. Yeah. Because I could also say that because of my film degree that I have, and I did a little bit of animation, now I can use that in my illustration as well. It's very, it's all kind of coming together, which I didn't think it would. And that's something I'm still exploring now, which I don't mind if it takes a while.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying I'm enjoying the journey, because now I can like do the things that I want to do because that box is unlocked.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
What about you?
What about me? Where do I want to go?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I have like a wide interest in things. I think I need to find my box because But then I think that's the best thing about like education. There's still opportunities to go back and learn again or ask more people. But I know I have an interest in like festival production and catwalks and building the sets and stuff. Yeah, I find that really interesting. Just 3D like physical work. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I do love digital work.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you work digitally as well, like with illustration and graphics and stuff. Do you use like Illustrator and Procreate and stuff like that?
Yeah, Illustrator, Photoshop, Procreate I have used, but I don't have an iPad, so because I'm poor.
No, I wanna work on like a big scale, like so fingers crossed, maybe one day.
Yeah, that's good. It's interesting we're talking about this concept of boxes. But like, since I've unlocked my box, I found another box.
Pandora's box.
I found another box.
Did you?
Yeah, I found another box. So now I have to unlock that box.
A box in a box.
Literally, and I bet there's another box in that box. And that's gonna happen to you. I bet you've already unlocked a box you don't even know.
We're gonna mention like later on in the previous podcast, but you will find out that you conquer one thing, but then you have 10 more things to conquer. And I think that's the whole thing with our entire like history of education and where we're going now and navigating that. There's so much more to learn. You never stop learning.
Yeah, to kind of open up to the knowledge that you gain. Yeah, to figure out. There's a lot of like stuff that you'll start learning about yourself. Yeah. You know, and you're like, oh, this is
what you can tolerate, what you don't tolerate.
Exactly.
But no, that's why we've set up all these episodes to help you guys figure it out.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're very excited. We hope you enjoy the rest of the episodes to come.
Yeah. And thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening. If you got any questions, drop us a DM on Instagram at UAL_insights. Don't forget to check out the Insights website and resources in the links below. See ya.